Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Vanguard Zombies video. So the biggest problem with Vanguard Zombies is the lack of content. Well, finally, we have some new information on some upcoming content, which I think will excite you because it's going to give you a reason to actually play the game for more than a couple hours. So we know that in Season 1, a new map unfortunately isn't coming, but we will be seeing new covenants as well as new artifacts, and not all of them are just going to be the field upgrades we saw in Cold War Zombies. There are going to be some new ones, as Treyarch said they had ideas for artifacts that never ended up coming to Cold War Zombies, as well as objectives, probably some perks, DLC weapons and operators and stuff like that as the seasons progress. But that's not really going to give people much of a reason to return back to Anfang. We don't know yet if there are going to be other maps added to Anfang, other portal locations, but that's possibly something we could see as well. We know that the main quest for Anfang is going to be coming sometime after Season 1. We don't know exactly when, however they have said that the main quest is going to be after Season 1, as there's going to be surprise elements later in Season 1 that will set the stage for the main quest, as it's tied to the arrival of an unexpected ally after Season 1. So most likely it's either going to be Season 1 Reloaded or Season 2. Either way, it's going to be sometime at the beginning of next year, 2022 most likely. And this will further expand the narrative of the Dark Ether and reveal more details about characters and entities that the player will encounter. So we don't know who this secret character is that's going to be encountering us and helping us out in the first quest on Anfang. However, we know that there is a Dark Ether entity, an old one called Spragmus, that we learnt about on Forsaken. This zealot is responsible for the Chrysalax wonder weapon on that map, and it's very well possible that he's going to greet us in this first main quest to help us out with the Easter egg. But Treyarch's blog post says that there are going to be zombie season challenges as well as holiday themed updates, and we know exactly what is coming now. So there's been some recent leaked audio from the files of the game from Reality over on Twitter. I won't be able to play the audio in this video, but let's go over what the audio reveals to us. So this is coming straight from the files, and of course it is possible that some of this is just placeholder audio and might not end up making its way into fruition, as this is stuff that we know is in development, but of course everything is subject to change. So first of all, the audio mentions Cranked, so it seems like Cranked is going to be coming to Vanguard Zombies, and I think this is good. Right now we can just play this objective based mode on Anfang, and Cranked is a more traditional mode that's more similar to round based. I do wonder if we are still going to have to complete the objectives on Cranked. But yeah, we saw Cranked in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. It wasn't that great at the start, but then Treyarch later on in the year introduced Cranked 2 that was a lot more fun and intense, and we then saw the Rampant Inducer added to the game that now lets you activate it up to round 55, and I think the Rampant Inducer would be great for Anfang as well. So yeah, be on the lookout for Cranked. Of course, Rampant Inducer just makes the zombies spawn in faster as well as run faster and be more aggressive, just like in Cranked. But unlike in Cranked, there is no countdown, so you don't have to keep on repeatedly killing the zombie before the countdown runs out and you fail. Another mode from the files is Gun Game. Once again, I'm very excited to see Gun Game. We kind of saw a version of Gun Game in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, but it was an Onslaught variant, and that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see this mode introduced. It allows you to test out different weapons, because a lot of the time Zombies players and multiplayer players, they'll just stick to, you know, their favorite few weapons, and they won't really try out the other weapons, and Gun Game gives you the ability to try out all of the weapons in the game and different playstyles, and it makes you get used to different types of weapons, and having them randomized and switch really switches up the gameplay, because you can be doing really well and then unfortunately you get granted a really poor weapon and then it's extremely difficult to survive. The next thing in the files is that it appears as though Jingle Hells is going to be coming to Vanguard Zombies. So we saw Jingle Hells as a Christmas event last year in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, and this mode really wasn't great because it disabled the Easter eggs, and yeah, a lot of people really didn't like this event. It just reskinned D Machina with, you know, a Christmas aesthetic. There was Christmas stuff around the map and you had the different presents and stuff like that. But recently in Black Ops Cold War Zombies we saw the Halloween event, and everyone's loved that event. It's definitely an awesome event. It's a massive improvement of Jingle Hells. So maybe Jingle Hells for Vanguard Zombies is going to be a lot better and more similar to the recent Halloween event that we saw in Cold War Zombies. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. Of course, it's going to have all the same naughty or nice mechanics and stuff like that that from Cold War Zombies. It would be cool to see a Christmas themed Easter egg added as well. There's audio in the files of time extended and, you know, timer frozen, which is obviously for cranked, as you'll be able to freeze it via a power-up, so it freezes the countdown timer, as obviously you've got to kill zombies within the countdown to refresh it. But of course, if you play Cold War Zombies, you know exactly what cranked plays like. The next big thing is that there's been a wonder weapon reference found in the files, so it does seem like a wonder weapon is coming to Anfang. Right now, Anfang, as we were saying at the start of this video, is lacking in content immensely. It literally has no content at all. There's no Easter egg song, there's no side Easter eggs, there's no main quest, which is going to be coming later, there's no wonder weapon, there's not even a ray gun in the mystery box, there's literally barely anything to do on the map, but a wonder weapon is coming. Hopefully it's a cool and unique wonder weapon. Maybe this is going to be introduced with the first main quest, and maybe it's going to be a wonder weapon that is given to us by Spragmus, so it might be some sort of crystallized wonder weapon similar to the Chrysalax if he's responsible for giving us the wonder weapon, because obviously the Dark Ether entities, the old ones that are trapped within the Dark Ether artifacts that we use as the field upgrades, the field upgrade abilities in the game, those old ones are helping us out, not necessarily because they are good and want to help us, but they just want to overthrow Cortifex. And it's the same thing with Spragmus. He's not necessarily good, he's just going to probably be helping us out to overthrow Cortifex. Apparently the fire sale as well as the random perk power-ups will be coming at some point too. I don't really know why they aren't already in the game, or at least the fire sale. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't think a perk drop is really necessary unless there's going to be side quests / Easter eggs in order to get free perks. But it'll probably just upgrade the tier of the perk as opposed to a full-on perk to tier 4. And just for anyone thinking that Forsaken is going to be the final round-based COD Zombies map, Kevin Drew from Treyarch has confirmed that it is not, and that would be a terrible idea. In terms of whether we're going to see round-based maps in Vanguard Zombies, that is still up for debate because Treyarch previously basically said there isn't any round-based maps coming. Of course, they are able to change their minds, but if we're not seeing round-based maps in this game, at least we know in Treyarch's next title in 2023, there will be the return of round-based zombies. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the information we have today. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of all of this, because this is all really exciting information. And finally, some more content coming to Vanguard Zombies to give you a reason to keep playing. A wonder weapon is going to change up the gameplay a lot because it's going to make things a lot easier. Right now, the rounds just get really difficult around round 15, but if we've got a really good wonder weapon, it's going to make it a lot easier to play. So I can't wait to see the wonder weapon added to the game. It does suck that Vanguard Zombies is lacking in content quite a bunch, but it's not the end of the world at the end of the day. Treyarch are just going to be drip feeding the content to us that we would usually expect on launch, because most likely they were kind of forced and rushed into making Vanguard Zombies in a short period of time, and they had a set release schedule and it couldn't be delayed. So unfortunately, all of the content we would usually get at launch is just going to be released later on as the seasons progress. So I don't know how much content this game is going to have come the end of its season's life cycle, but we will just have to wait and see. I'm sure in a few months time we'll look back on Vanguard Zombies and there'll be a lot more content there. I think it's just going to take quite some time for it to get to a state where, you know, it's more level with Cold War Zombies in terms of content, and even that game was lacking content somewhat. Just a quick mention that you can get 65% off Babble using the link in this video's description, which is the #1 selling language learning app. It's flexible, engaging, and an enjoyable way to explore a new language and expand your brain. Built by a team of 150 plus language experts. So yeah, check out the link and get that huge discount. If you check out the link in this video's description, you can go ahead and get yourself some blue light protection glasses from felixgray.com. They help relieve symptoms of digital eye strain and support your well-being, since obviously we are the first generation that constantly looks at screens, so you need to protect your eyesight. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not ready for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.